The Bible isn't just a book of random stories. It's 66 different books that come together to tell one story. An incredible one. About God's love for us. And now for an amazing story. Inspired by the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4. Verses 10 and 11.
The Bible is filled with words of wisdom that encourage us to love God, love others, love life. Sometimes Jesus used stories to help people understand how God's truth played out in their lives, and that's what stories can do for you. The first book of Peter was written to a group of believers who was going through a tough time, but Peter encouraged them to be like Jesus in everything they said and did. Each of you has received a gift in order to serve others, and you should use it faithfully. If anyone speaks, they should do it as one speaking God's words. If anyone serves, they should do it with the strength God provides. Then in all things, God will be praised through Jesus Christ. Let's see how this truth might play out in somebody's life today. As a kid, Anthony had loved every trip to the We Are Toys megastore, so he was super excited to have landed a night shift job at We Are Toys to help pay for college. Woohoo! Each evening, Anthony stocked the shelves with the newest, coolest, most amazing toys. Thumbling animals, fuzzy blasters, and Galaxy Wars characters. In fact, he had developed a whole new routine of shelving toys that kept everything in perfect order by the time the store opened up every morning.
Aisles A and C first, then skip to aisles E and work backward.
Anthony's boss, Mr. Twitter Patter, was impressed.
I want to share your method with everyone on staff. The Chompin' Dino releases next weekend. We've got to be ready.
But, it's just something I figured out.
Well, the crew needs a new system. Some encouragement to help everyone feel confident. After all, we'll be swamped when that dino stomps in, boy.
If you want people to feel better, you should get Lee to do it. She's great at making people laugh.
Oh, now you do a fine job yourself.
I'm really better at listening.
That's not something just anybody can do. Sometimes listening is better encouragement than talking.
Oh.
Listen up. You'll see.
Anthony thought about Mr. Twitter Patter's words while he took his midnight lunch break. Ryan, the night security guard, joined him in the break room.
You look pretty tired.
I got a brand new baby girl at home. You want to see?
Ryan showed photos on his phone of a gurgling baby with little chubby hands. Oh.
She's really cute. You doing okay?
Ryan released a long breath.
She's great, but it's really rough working all these hours. Just wish I could be there for her and Lindy, that's my wife. She's really stressed and I'm missing all this stuff and I'm boring you, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Well, she cries all the time, the baby I mean, and I should be around to help more. And then I wasn't there for her first smile yesterday.
Ryan went on for a few minutes, and Anthony simply nodded. He could tell it was a rough time for Ryan.
I know it'll all be fine, but it was really good to get that out.
Well, I think you'll be a great dad. You are a great dad.
Thanks, man.
Later that night, Anthony showed Keisha, a new worker, how to run the lift.
This is my first job. I've never had a real job. I just walked my neighbor's dog. Is that a real job?
Did you get paid?
Yeah, but I didn't have a time clock. I could do it any time, and I just got the employee manual. It's like 59 pages. I don't know when I'm going to read all that, and when I do, I don't know how I'll remember it all. And what if I drop boxes off the lift? No, don't tell me. I'll be fired. If I get fired from my first job, no one will ever hire me again, except maybe to walk their dogs.
Keisha didn't stop talking for the next hour, but Anthony simply held his tongue and smiled.
You've been super helpful.
I haven't done anything.
But now I know I can totally do this. Thank you.
Anthony almost laughed, but Keisha was serious. She had been encouraged just by having someone listen to all of her worries. By 7 a.m., Anthony was ready to clock out and get a few hours sleep before his afternoon classes. But as he handed the keys over to Rita, the sharp-eyed, gray-haired warehouse supervisor, she winced.
You made space for the Chompin' Dino shipment?
Yeah? You're back okay?
Still acting up, but you don't want to hear about that. I know you need to go.
Anthony needed to leave. He was so tired, all he wanted to do was fall into bed. But he could tell Rita needed a boost.
Well, I got a few minutes.
Well, if the medications don't help, looks like I'm gonna need surgery, and goodness knows I got no time for that.
Anthony listened as Rita detailed her problems.
That must be hard. I've never had to worry about not being able to lift and stuff.
Sure good to know someone cares.
As Anthony finally stepped outside, he fell into step beside Mr. Twitter-Patter, who was also leaving.
Well, think you encouraged the entire staff today. You listened out yet?
Anthony grinned.
My ears are a bit sore, but wow, I sure collected some stories.
Well, you're gonna collect some more stories Friday morning when 782 people show up at 7 a.m. to get their chomping dinos. Pounding on the doors, grabbing those boxes, trampling the place like a bunch of prehistoric lizards.
Sounds like you could use a bit of encouragement.
Maybe so.
I'm listening.
So Anthony headed home as the sun rose, ready for some well-earned sleep. He was grateful to have learned that his greatest gift wasn't stocking shelves, but keeping his ears open, and that he could use this unexpected gift to encourage those around him.